Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Locum23. Joining me for choices of the stories you play, Freshman Book 4, Chapter 3, Summer 1. You, Zack, and Chris cling to your seats as Zack drives down a bumpy dirt road. Thick walls of trees surround the van. Zack, can't you slow down a little? We're jostling around like salmon in a barrel back here. I'm going as slowly as I can. This road is just in poor condition. Are you sure we're going the right way? Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed the James family lives so far off the grid. I mean, I always thought he was from Manhattan. He is, but he said he's staying at a family summer home just outside Roxbury. These are the directions he texted me. Gee, a summer home. Must be nice. I can barely afford rent. I'm amazed that they're letting a bunch of college students crash at their manor. Aren't they worried we'll scuff their diamond-encrusted floors? Oh, come on. They can't be that snobby. Mizumi, you've met James's parents before. What was your take on them? Well, I liked them. They're an acquired taste. I thought they were pretty rude, honestly. I'm gonna go with acquired taste. It's been a long time. I remember they were upset because James was gonna continue with his book. And they were also upset because Mizumi wasn't the girlfriend that they wanted her to be. I didn't really connect with them, but they seem like okay folks. I guess it's hard to say since we met under strange circumstances. That's understandable. Do you think they're cool with us all staying at their house? If James said it was okay, then hopefully it'll be fine. But we should all be on our best behavior. Got it, no drinking, no swearing, no spitting. James said recently that they're actually starting to come around on the whole writing thing. So that's a good sign. I just hope they're still not mad about the whole fiancé fiasco. Okay, I feel like I'm missing some important part of this story. What are these strange circumstances you met under? Oh boy, Zig. You're in for quite the tale. This sounds nuts, but back during fall quarter, I had to pretend... Aha! There it is! He leaned forward to peek through the windshield. A stately house is visible through a clearing in the trees. That must be the place. Holy cow! James's family is rich. James said he left the door unlocked, and that we can just go right in. I'll text him and let him know we're here. Aww, we didn't do a new house, so it looks like they're part of the Crown family. You and your friends stand in the foyer, suitcases in hand. Jeez, this place is like a palace. Hello, James. Anyone home? Maybe you're texting, son? The reception is a little spotty out here. Your footsteps at the top of the stairs, and a woman's voice calls down. Bernard, where are you? I swear, why do they even pay the butler? James's mother appears at the top of the stairs and slowly descends to greet you. You must be James's friends. And Mizumi, of course. Nice to meet you, ma'am. Please, why don't you move your suitcases to the side hall, and I'll have someone bring them up to your rooms. The boys take their bags and head towards the side room, leaving you alone with Olivia. Miss Ashton, your house is absolutely stunning. It's a pleasure to meet you again. Do you know where James is? Your house is absolutely stunning. That's very kind of you to say. I do take pride in maintaining a stylish home. Well, I hope you don't mind having a few guests for the night. Oh, not at all. I know I might not have given the best impression during our last encounter. I'm sorry that we met under such circumstances. I was just trying to help James. Please, Mizumi, it's I who should be apologizing. You were simply pulled into the middle of a family spat. I don't hold it against you. From what James has said, it seems like you've been a very dear friend to him. Miss Ashton, James means the world to me, and I just want to see him happy. I'm very glad to hear that. I know that your encouragement is important to him. George and I have been trying to show more support for James's right lean lately. We were disappointed that he decided to step down from his film, but there's no doubt he worked hard. Perhaps if circumstances had been different. The boys ran her the foyer, and she clears her throat. So, I take it you've been having a refreshing summer then? Yeah, I've been, looking forward to the trip, riding a lot, chilling out mostly. Looking forward to the trip. I'm not really one to sit around the house all summer. I'd rather have some adventures and see my friends. I've always thought it good for young people to travel, and I believe James has been looking forward to it as well. Have you seen the van? Just then James's father comes striding into the room. Ah, I thought I heard voices. Mizumi, how nice to see you again. He turns to your friends and extends his hand. George Ashton, I don't believe we've met. Pleasure, Zack. Hi, I'm Zack. Chris, it's nice to meet you, sir. Boys each shake George's hand. Ah, you must be that football player. I used to dabble in rugby until I got too busy with school. I can understand that entirely, sir. I'm the student body president as well. Really? That's quite impressive. That was the kind of resume we always hoped James would have. Oh, but James has done so much. He wrote and staged a whole play, got a movie deal in Hollywood. It's a shame that things didn't work out for him there. It seemed like such a wonderful opportunity. Miss Ashton, James left because he was miserable. He has accomplished a lot. This is James' life, not yours. We're in their house now. Let's try not to piss him off. James left because he was miserable, let's be honest. Hollywood wasn't good for him. His vision was getting sideswept. He had Yasmin breathing down his neck, and he had no support system. If he kept following that path, he probably would have ended up completely burnt out. I visited him. Trust me, things were not all they were cracked up to be. I understand entirely. We want him to be successful, but not at the expense of his emotional health. We were a little worried about him, to be honest, but I'm glad that you were there to help him out. James has worked so hard to make his dream a reality. I hope he knows that we're really proud of him. What was that about me? James enters from a side room and breaks into a grin when he sees you and the rest of the group. Hey, you guys made it! He strides forward and pulls you into a warm hug, then pulls away to greet Chris, Zack, and Zig. It's so good to see everyone. Sorry, I only saw your text a second ago. No worries. I can't thank you enough for letting us stay here for the night. And I'm not just saying that for the free indoor plumbing. It's not a problem. Besides, my parents are about to leave on vacation for Greece, so we've got the place to ourselves. And on that note, we should probably be on our way. Bernard should have packed the car by now. She turns and looks you over before giving you a short nod. It was nice to meet you again, Mizumi. I hope you enjoy the rest of your summer. You too, Miss Ashton. Have fun in Greece. You you impress James's parents. George and Olivia exit, and you all turn back to James. Still rocking the plaid look? Hey, it's summer. I need to stay cool. Plus, all the lightweight sweaters are at the dry cleaners. You all laugh, and Chris clasps James's shoulder with a warm grip. James, I'm really gonna miss you next year. Miss me? Chris, I'll be at Hartfeld next year. Wait, I thought you were a senior. I was. Well, I still am. I didn't finish my credits last quarter when I went to LA, so I have to make them up. I gotta say, James, you're the last person I expected to be a super senior. It gives me a little more time to figure out what the heck I'm doing with my life. Who knows? Maybe I'll end up sticking around Hartfeld a little longer. Yeah, you could. Find a job at Hartfeld, work at the cafe, start a master's degree. I thought about that. I do love school. But academia can be its own little bubble, and part of me just wants to get out of there and join the real world. That's true. And you can always go back later if you decide you want that degree. Anyway, enough about school and the ever-approaching future. How about I give you all the grand tour? We can start with the stables. I hope you love horses. James motions for you to follow and guiding you outside. After a short walk through the manicured grounds, James leads you all to a small building. You're hit with the smell of fresh air, and suddenly begins everyone sneezing. No, I'm kidding. Several horses whiny from the enclosures along the walls. Hey, you beautiful beasts. James heads for horses. Oh boy, do I need to steel myself for a road trip full of dad jokes? Sorry, I think I read too many one-liners during the drive. Zack cautiously raises a hand towards one of the horses. Horse's muzzle. It's okay, Zack. You can pet him. He won't bite. You say this. Zack gently pets the horse's nose, and it snorts cheerfully. He breaks into a grin. I've never seen a horse in person before. They're so majestic. Sounds like you're an animal person, Zack. I had dogs growing up, and of course I love them, but I always liked reading National Geographic in the doctor's office and stuff. I went to the zoo for the first time with my 3rd grade class, and I was mesmerized. I was glued to the big cat exhibit for like an hour. You suddenly realize that a chestnut horse has stuck its head over the railing to rest its chin on your shoulder. Aww. What a pretty girl you are. You're assuming it's gender, and social justice warriors all over the world will get upset. What's your name? Oh, God. I don't think he's going to answer you, Mizumi. You know what, Chris? Us animal people, we talk to animals. Piss off. My name is Apples McCoos. Zack, you have many skills, but throwing your voice is not one of them. James approaches you and strokes the chestnut horse's neck. I think Ezra likes you, but do you want to earn his love further? Or forever, may I say? Sure, what do I have to do? Feed him an apple. Oh, carrot too. James reaches into a nearby bucket and hands you a carrot. Ezra nods with excitement. He goes nuts for carrots. It's like, Chris, you want to feed Ernest and Walt? You all gaze on in delight as the horses gobble up the carrots you offer. Wow, they're such gentle giants. You're so lucky that you get to hang out with horses whenever you want. Maybe I should get a pet. It might make me feel better about getting dumped. And you just dropped that on half the group. James raises an eyebrow and glances over you, and you nod silently. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is everything okay? It's fine, I'm just processing. You know, I'm trying to take my mind off of it all? Well, if it helps, spending time with the horses always cheers me up. And they love going riding. How about we all take them for a trot? You'll get to see the beautiful countryside too. Can we? It'd be a nice change of pace from driving on the highway. Ezra bucks joyfully in the stall. I, for one, could use a little fresh air. How about it, Mizumi? Why are you all asking me? Because it's going to be a diamond option and I'm going to be a damn, like, bust of happiness. Well, guys, I'm really sorry. I am actually feeling really tired. It sounds like fun, but I'm not really feeling up for anything active right now. Why don't you go ahead? You're really going to pass this up? How often do you get to go horseback riding through the countryside? No, it's fine. If you're feeling too sleepy, it's better that you don't climb up on a horse. You watch your friends lead their horses outside, then slump down on a bench. Your eyelids flutter, and you begin to drift off. Wake up, sleepyhead! Huh? What? Looks like someone decided to take a quick nap. Well, at least Pixelberry made that real instead of her walking the grounds and doing things that would have kept her awake. Your friends gather around you, the horses back in their stalls. Gosh, I guess I was really tired. Don't tell me I slept through the whole ride. Well, you've had your nap, so maybe now I can resume the tour. Let's head back inside. I want to show you guys my family's wine cellar, where we can get plastered drunk! Oh, I'm kidding. James leads you down into a cool, dark cellar. Wine bottles line the walls as far as the eye can see. Man, just when I think your house can't get any fancier. How do you even end up with this much wine? Collecting, Zack. Many years of collecting. Oh, my parents dabble in venting. This is dabbling? I'd like to see what happens when they actually put their minds to something. Chris leans in close and examines one of the bottles. Okay, I can't even pronounce some of these names. To be honest, I don't think my parents can either, but it looks fancy to write everything in French. He guides you towards the back of the room, where you find a bunch of machinery and several vats of grapes. This is where the magic happens. Wow, does your family make the wine themselves? Do you get to drink any of this? My parents sell most of it, but we've been known to dip into our own supply from time to time. For holidays and special occasions, we have reserved this up for grabs. Yeah? Does going on a road with friends count as a special occasion? Hey, boo-boo! Sure, and I bet we can have some for dinner. I'll teach you how to smell the bouquet. Bouquet. I'm serious. You lean over the edge of one of the vats, gazing down at the grapes. Careful, Mizumi. When that grape juice gets over the edges, these vats can become very slippery and... Whoa! You fall head first into the vat. Grapes swishing around you. Your friends pull you out, but you're covered in grape residue. Oh my gosh, James. I'm so sorry. I probably contaminated this vat, haven't I? Hey, don't worry about it. There are more grapes where those came from. Still, it seems like an awful waste. James approaches the vat and scoops out a handful of grapes. Only one thing left to do. Food fight! James tosses the grapes at Chris, who stands dumbstruck for a moment before breaking into a grin and grabbing some more grapes. Oh, you just messed with the wrong quarterback. You all start pelting each other with grape mush. Before long, the floor is covered in skin and pulp, and you're all running around the cellar laughing and shouting. Finally, you all stop to catch your breath. Okay, that was seriously fun. Although this smells ruins for my shirt. No worries, everybody. There are laundry chutes in all the bathrooms. And I can have the staff wash your clothes so they'll be clean for tomorrow. If you head up the stairs and to the right, there are a couple of guest rooms. The staff should have brought you suitcases already, so you can get cleaned up. Okay, I don't want to wear stains for the rest of my trip, so I'd like to get some laundry ASAP. The others go off in search of the rooms, leaving you and James dripping onto the floor. James glances at the vat beside him and grins wolfishly. I don't know about you, but I can still see some grapes in this vat. Are you saying that this food fight is over? I'm game if you are. Oh, come on! Really? On behalf of James, I would like to say I would love to pay for these diamonds, but diamond editions is for a reason. I've kinda just want to take a quick shower and change, to be honest. Fair enough. Let me show you to the bathroom and I'll tidy this place up. Don't you have staff for that? After getting cleaned up and gathering for a hearty dinner, everyone retires to their bedrooms for the night. You settle in a bed, running your hands over the luxurious bedspread, and there's a knock at the door. Come in. James pokes his head through the door and enters the room. I just wanted to check and make sure you're settled in okay. Is everything comfortable? James's place would be luxurious on a normal day, but after sleeping in a van for the past few nights, this is actually heaven. Really? Is the van that bad? I'm just kidding. It's all worth it to go on an adventure together, and at least no one snores. That's only semi-encouraging. Anyway, I'll let you get some much-deserved rest. I've planned a big day in the city for us tomorrow. He leaves and you snuggle into the bed, drifting to sleep almost immediately. And that is me. What adventures are waiting for you in the Big Apple? Find out in the next chapter of The Freshman. That was awesome. I look forward to the next chapter. Pixelberry, diamonds, kiss my ass. I hope you all did enjoy. I do apologize about not getting the recap out last week due to the YouTube idiocy that had happened, and pretty much, if you didn't know about it, I'm going to go ahead and you shall see the YouTube Please Fix This up in the corner right now. It should be a little box. Feel free to check that out while you're waiting on the next episode of Choices. I'm going to be doing either Crown of Flame or Rules of Engagement next, so tune in for that. Without any further ado, please, if you wish to follow me on any social media, that is down in the description below. And if you want to support my channel, that is also down there as well. And until the next time, stay well, stay awesome, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.